919. Welcome back. We are less than a month away from the Calhoun County Fair. Really excited to have Patrick and Abby on the show today as we dissect the event. We get learn more details, the history of it, and so much more. Patrick, Abby, are you there with me today?
I'm here.
Oh, hey, Abby, how are we doing? Patrick, are you on the line too? Abby, as we're getting into this, we'll just start with you. Just on a brief overview, this is going to be a really great day or a great weekend of events for Calhoun County and all the folks that come in September 10th through the 13th. Can you give us an overview?
Yes. So on Thursday, we start off with our fair, and that includes the talent show. And then we have a live band, Captain Geach is playing. So that's pretty exciting for us. And then on Friday, we have Junior Miss and some truck and tractor pulls. Saturday has our Ag Day, which is really special for the families in the morning. And then we have Little Miss and more truck and tractor pulls. And then on Sunday, we have our parade and the Derby, and then the Big Miss pageant at night.
Abby, if you could, or Patrick too, take me through the prep work that goes into such a major event that, generation upon generation just go and enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of work. It takes all these hands. I mean, we have to clean up the whole fairgrounds. They have a lot of time spent preparing, a lot in advance to get all of the bands, the entertainment, everything set up. So, I mean, it's just a ton of work that a lot of people come together to do. It's really amazing.
And now, Abby, how long have you been working a part of the fair?
I have been going my whole life. This past year, though, since I've been queen, is really whenever I started to become more involved, like personally. And it's definitely super cool to see the behind the scenes and how much work goes into it.
Abby, I wanted to talk with you about that, and just that recognition alone and the work that goes into, being, named queen of that of the event. What's that feel like for you to carry that legacy too, in this next couple of chapters?
I mean, it's truly amazing. I grew up watching girls be Miss Calhoun County and really just saw how they carried themselves with such grace and was such great role models for our community. So being able to be that person is really special, and it's something I'll definitely remember.
What has been the biggest takeaway of just fair preparation for this year for you?
I think just appreciating our local fairs, going around and seeing them throughout all of Illinois this summer, and then seeing ours come together, you really don't realize how much work, how many people, just the dedication that goes behind these things. And it's really nice to be able to appreciate that and kind of spread awareness for how much others should as well.
Well, and on top of that too, there's such a great lineup of events. We're on your website now, and just seeing all the folks that that proudly sponsored this event to make sure that it goes off without a hitch, and just seeing the from Thursday through Sunday. I mean, families and anyone that attends is truly going to have a great day. And what I love too is just seeing the 4-H exhibits and all the work that goes into that as well.
Yeah, it's true. It's so amazing. They have so much to see, to look at, and there's so many just talented, inspired young people in our community that really goes to show, how important agriculture is and what a big part of that is for our fair, and it's really special.
Getting back into just the conversation overall, what's the best way to get tickets for the fair and make sure that we're not missing out on any of the action?
Well, we did have some pre-sale available, but now they usually sell them locally. We've had them at the banks before, and then of course at like the fair office and different places you can get tickets.
Fantastic. I'm also seeing you guys have a great lineup too of just entertainment for everybody. Starting on Thursday, when you got Captain Cheech and the Shrimp Shack Shooters going to be there. The Mark Bragenberg Tractor Pull Arena is going to be a fun time at 7 p.m. And then the talent show at the grandstand too.
Yes, I'm super excited. We actually got to see that band performing while we were up at the state fair. So it was just a little bit of a just a pre. I got to see them. It was exciting, and so I'm ready for them to be back and to hear them again.
Also too, the one thing that Abby I get more excited about than anything is tractor pulling, and I don't know why. It's just like my hidden interest. I love this event, and the Illinois Farm Pullers Tractor Pull is going to be Friday, September the 11th at 7 p.m. That's going to be one that's going to be awesome to see. And what I think so cool is just all the sponsors that come together to make this event possible. Just seeing here, with Farm Credit of Illinois, Jerseyville, Southern Pike Plumbing, Bex, Tony Taylor, and Road Speed Shop. That's fantastic to see that regional support.
Absolutely. Our fair is so loved. We have so many people that support us, and they're really what makes it possible. Without them, their donations, their help, our fair would not be what it is.
Going forward, what's the best way? Is there any commonly asked questions, any frequently asked questions for parking or any of the day of stuff that we can ask you now?
We usually have as you go into our fair at the very beginning, we have a lot that is set aside this for parking. We have people out there that kind of direct you a little bit. It's honestly fairly easy from different ones that I've been through to see and to navigate. And then right from there, it leads you into the opening gate. You go in, get your tickets, and you're set from there.
Fantastic, and let's take us through the pageants this fair week. I know that Junior Miss is going to be on that Friday, and then I am also curious, when is the Little Miss Calhoun pageant's going to be on Saturday, and then Sunday the Miss Calhoun, correct?
Yes.
Take me through the work that goes in for all the individuals that are ready to compete in these competitions, and just the work that needs to be done to become Little Miss or Miss Calhoun.
Yeah, so we have practice every Sunday. The different groups have different time slots. And during that time, they practice their dances, their walking, their on stage speaking. You practice your speech, and we'll do also like some mock interviews for the older girls. And it really is so much work. It takes so much confidence to go out on that stage and show the people who you are. And so they are putting in so much work, and I'm so excited to see them out on the stage.
I am too, because it really is such a passionate group of individuals and young ladies that are truly pulling out all the stops and doing a lot of work to get up to that point. And take me through just what you had to kind of go through to become Miss to win your pageant.
Yes, so last year I was obviously going to the practices up at the fairgrounds, but also whenever I was at home, I was going through my speech every night. Me and my mom would go on walks and I would say it the whole entire time, front to back, just to make sure I had it down. And we were doing mock interview questions, on stage questions, just a lot of practice, with yourself, to get you ready to feel prepared to go out on that stage.
Well, and that's where I just wanted to hit on a little bit, because I just knowing a little bit of the individuals, not necessarily the Calhoun pageants, but other county fairs and pageants all around, is just seeing that work, and it's not easy to get to that point for sure. Wanted to ask you too. Drifters Mile will be playing 7 to 10 on Friday. Saturday, more great entertainment comes your way with the KG band, who's fantastic in Alton. Is there one event outside of maybe the pageants or anything that you're familiar with that you always look forward to checking out the most?
I was thinking about it this morning, and I have two. My one other favorite event would have to be the parade. I just think we have a really good parade. From being a smaller county, everybody really comes out to support it. It's so much fun. And then also going through our barns and seeing the 4-H and also the students' work that they submit to the fair. I know whenever I was younger, I loved getting to see my work up on display, and so I think that's really cool getting to see all their work and all their dedication they've had throughout the year.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I love that Calhoun showcases every bit of your guys' county. It's such a great county fair because truly everybody's represented, and in such a great way. And I can only imagine just the pride that one feels whenever they see that on display. And also, I think this is fantastic. On Saturday from 12 to 4, it's a free gate for senior citizens. And is there any other opportunities for that free gate for them?
Um, I am actually not sure on that. Patrick, is there?
Yeah, so I think that is our only day for a free gate for senior citizens, but our pricing structure has actually changed this year where we've expanded free entry to a larger group of of children. I think we're now going up to 12 years old get into the fair for free this year.
That is absolutely fantastic, Patrick. And going into this a little bit further, what are you looking forward to about this fair? This time around the Horn, Patrick. There's so many great things. You're keeping the legacy and the history of the Calhoun County Fair strong, and also just doing some really, I think, some great work to add to it. What are your thoughts as you head into September 10th?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to is going to be the concert on Thursday night.
Oh, it'd be great.
That's something that we introduced. Yeah, I know, and it's gonna be beautiful weather, I'm sure, because it always is for our fair, and, we got that nice September coolness getting in the air, and, we started with our concert series last year, and we're bringing it back into this year, and we have a really big name, like you mentioned, Captain Geach has a great following. I think it's just gonna be awesome.
It really is. And, when you add that on top of just what we were talking about with Abby and all the different ways you showcase the county and the region, and it really is, it makes for such a great event. And, I'm sure, Patrick, when you hear these conversations from folks that go to the Calhoun County Fair, year after year, you're on, maybe generation now. What's it like to hear some of the comments from passersby that just enjoy coming in and celebrating Calhoun?
Yeah, I mean, the Calhoun County Fair is really like I like to call it like everyone's county fair. It is the classic county fair. It's still small, still very regional, and I love hearing everybody's comments about how beautiful the fairgrounds have become. Since we started working on improving them, and how everybody just they just appreciate the ability to bring their family out for some like affordable fun and safe fun in a really good environment. And it's just so nice to be able to highlight the works of local children, local artisans, and local talent at our talent show, and just give an environment that's really just for the people. And obviously now this is going to be our, I think, 97th or 98th
Wow.
fair. So we so there's generations upon generations of stories and memories that I just love to hear.
Well, and I just think that you guys tie everything in so well, the entire team across the board, because especially with this year being a special year, the 250th, and going into
Mhm.
September and really celebrating that, and also just celebrating Calhoun. It's a win-win and just ties in beautifully with everything. I wanted to ask you guys,
Mhm.
on your website here, we're showing at calhounfair.net for all the information up to date. Is there a way for folks to still contribute to this, or are we looking for next year sponsors?
Yeah, we're always open to additional sponsorships. We all of our days, I think, have been booked by different groups, but of course, you can always reach out. I think our email is on the web page, or you can reach out to me personally. We are always looking for additional sponsors. Highlight groups that support the community. That we are so open to that and would welcome that.
It's just incredible. We're showing going through the sponsors section of your guys' website here now and just seeing the amount of individuals that contribute to this event and make it what it is. It's got to feel like such a momentum boost too when you guys see that support.
Oh, absolutely. We are so appreciative for everyone who volunteers their time, donates supplies, or obviously our financial donors, and importantly too, the donors of that give different experiences to be shared at the fair. We have people on the family fun day who will come out and bring like a petting zoo, or the department that'll bring out a fire truck for kids to play on, and different artisans or local groups that come out just to share what they know with the children that come out on family fun day. We're just so appreciative of all those efforts.
Well, I can only imagine. And we were talking to Abby about the pageants and the work that's going into that, and also we're touching on the 4-H participants as well, and just seeing all the hard work that's going into this. On both sides of it, from the organizer side, the vendor side, the participant side, it really just showcases so much good. And I got to ask you guys, Abby mentioned the parade. Take me through the parade. What can we expect, and when do we need to be there?
So the parade for the last, I don't know, my entire life has started on noon on Sunday. And if you come into Hardin and you line up along Park Street, which is sort of the main two-lane road in town, you will see the fair or the parade go by. They shut down the Hardin Bridge for it. It's apparently that big of a deal. So you got to get there early, because if you can't cross the bridge, then you can't see the parade. So But
Good
there's
notes.
so many groups. Yeah, so many groups that come in, and it's still, like I said, that classic fair experience where everybody wants to be in the parade. There's tons of candy to be handed out, and it's just that classic experience that you really can't miss. And if you can't make it to town too, our fair does go through our fairgrounds, so you can come to the fairgrounds, and the parade will come right on through. So if you wanna, maybe miss some of the line after the parade comes through, you can just come right up on to the fairgrounds, and get your corn dog or whatever, and sit and wait for your candy to come next.
I got to ask too, because I'm a big fan of the Demo Derby. What can we expect on Sunday, September the 13th?
Sunday is just always the biggest day because you have the Miss Calhoun Fair pageant, you have the demo derby, and it's a huge day. But the demo derby is always good. We always have, I think it's always very well attended. We Last year we built some huge new bleachers, so there's an expansion of some, I guess, free watching. You obviously have to pay to get into the fair, but once you get up to the demo derby, you don't have to pay to watch. Of course, those bleachers, which hold a ton of people, they fill up very quick, so you want to make sure you get your spot early. But we have more opportunities for people who don't necessarily get that truck spot, or to come up and still be able to get a nice view of the demolition derby.
Absolutely. And Patrick, as we're, wrapping up this conversation here, and really appreciate you and Abby's time today as we're previewing the Calhoun County Fair. What's the big takeaway? Is there anything that we haven't hit on yet in this last 20 minutes that you would like to get out to the public today?
Yeah, I just want to welcome everyone to the Calhoun County Fair. It's just it's a great time, and just a great community of people. Even if you're not from Calhoun, we welcome you with open arms, and you'll have a great time. We're gonna have amazing rides and amazing food and some amazing events, and you won't be disappointed.
Fantastic. Patrick, Abby, thank you so much for your time. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you.
so much.
It's 9:38. A little bit of change. We'll come back and take a quick break. This interview will be recapped at RiverBender.com, also online at RiverBender.com/daily show. A quick break. We're going to come back and talk with the Alton High Girls tennis team and all that fun stuff after this.